まく受け身を取れ。出ないと死ぬぞ。
Man, oh man, have there been some awesome anime clips over the past year. I mean, everything from crazy fights to plot twists have sprung up with each being more outstanding than the last. Most of these moments fade into history or are only remembered when a fan walks down memory lane. Well, amidst the coronavirus pandemic, I have had tons of time to work on both new and old projects. In doing so, I really wanted to look back at a few of the most badass moments in anime from last year and this year. Before we start, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon and set us all to be notified about our latest videos.
Oh my, 案外いいやつだな。当然です。
At number 10, we have Escanor vs. Estarossa. Starting us off, we have one of the most amazing fights to ever grace the 7 Deadly Sins. Every time they flash Escanor across the screen, I literally get goosebumps. You know, something ridiculous is about to occur, especially if he's in his hulking, prideful mode. I mean, the man literally threw a sun at Estarossa. I have seen world-ending attacks and timeline-ending events, but never someone gets as angry when they toss a sun someone's way. Simply badass.
震えるさ。死ね。エスカノー
At number 9, we have Trevor Belmont vs. Night Creature. I have to first say that Netflix has really been going above and beyond with their anime choices. They have some awesome shows, and Castlevania was no exception. Specifically, Season 3, when Trevor Belmont pulled out both whips to, no pun intended, whip the Night Creature into submission. We have seen him use a wide array of weapons, but double whips was definitely a first. It was so badass, I had to rewind the scene and watch it all over again. I didn't want to miss any detail. At number 8, we have Deku vs. Overhaul. This was the most anticipated fight of the year for me. We all knew it was going to happen. We just didn't know when. Since I don't read the manga, I actually assumed it would have been a tag team effort between Deku and Lemillion. But I should have known Deku would have stolen the show. I mean, he is the inheritor of One for All after all. Regardless, watching Deku use 100% of his power was heart-stopping. I can only imagine what he will be capable of as an adult and with more experience.
Asta, 気をつけろよ。ああ、分かってな。
At number 7, we have Asta and Yuno vs. Licht. Every time you think Asta is down and out, he is blessed with a bit of writer's magic and always finds a way to come out on top. Granted, he did need Yuno's help in this situation. Honestly, I'm very curious about who is going to become the Wizard King. I just don't know how Asta could ever match Yuno, but for the time being, I will simply appreciate this badass anime moment. At number 6, we have Tanjiro vs. Rui. You know I had to include this scene on the list. I mean, Tanjiro and Nezuko literally had the shit beaten out of them. He was broken along with damn near every bone in his body, though somehow his leg bones never seemed to break. That is the real key to taking him down. But anyways, the visuals and sheer determination put into the scene was felt with swing. I still can't believe we have to wait so long for a second season. At number 5, we have Garou vs. Silver Fang. This season of One Punch Man honestly wasn't as good to me, but that ideology certainly did not apply to this fight. There's just something about watching a teacher discipline his student in the most violent way possible. I'm really shocked that they did not kill Garou after beating he took on this episode. I mean, he literally fended off several heroes, and then like a video game character went head to head with the boss. Thank God the Dark Souls creators didn't have a say in this fight.
Nanda? 俺の巨人が倒れて。こいつがリヴァイか。
At number 4, we have Levi vs. the Beast Titan. First, let me say Captain Levi is my favorite character from Attack on Titan. When he got his chance to shine, he didn't even hold back. In previous episodes, we had only gotten a taste of what he was capable of, but in this episode, Levi vs. the Beast Titan was just not amazing because of the visuals. It also let viewers feel a small piece of karma that was long overdue.
こうしつかダメだ間に合わなもっと楽しんでくれよ構えてこれほどの殺気を人が放てるのかよ
At number 3, we have Tokita Oma vs. Kira Rayan. For some reason, Kengan Ashura is not one of those series that are commonly mentioned when discussing the greats. Sure, it's not up there with the likes of Cowboy Bebop or Naruto, but it was still a phenomenal series. Oma had been constantly struggling with his worries about whether or not his fighting was adequate. To watch him finally use moves outside of the events was a sight to behold, easily gaining it a spot on the top 10 badass moments list. At number 2, we have Senku vs. Tsukasa. The age-old questions of intellect versus brawn were surely answered in this episode. Well, it was kind of answered. Tsukasa had won the immediate battle of strength, but had lost the battle to secure his dominance on the planet. This fight was not as flashy or stylish as many of the others on the list was, but it was just as important. Had Tsukasa won, there would be no more Dr. Stone, and that's certainly not a world I want to live in.
戻ってこいサッカー
「 よーく首に気づきやがったな。ゴミみてえな小せえヒントから。大樹、譲りは。てめえら二人に100億万点やるよ。
Number 1. Red Riot, Unbreakable. Last but not least, we have another scene from My Hero Academia. The debut of Red Riot Unbreakable was a sight to behold. Honestly, his new form looked a little demonic, and I figured it was going to be used more for offense than defense. Despite the fact that it ultimately failed, Eijiro Kirishima was able to hold out until Deku could fight Overhaul. I could go on and on about awesome anime scenes, but for now, I'm gonna leave you with just these 10. Each one of these was exhilarating and honestly deserves a few more views. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out my other videos. As for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.